Welcome to the Gospel with the Church Fathers. Today is the feast of St. Martin of Tours, Bishop. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share on your social media. Thank you. Today's Gospel is from St. Luke chapter 17, verses 1 through 6, and the commentaries are taken from St. Bede and St. Ambrose. The Gospel. Jesus said to his disciples, "Things that cause sin will inevitably occur, but woe to the one through whom they occur. It would be better for him if a millstone was put around his neck and he be thrown into the sea than for him to cause one of these little ones to sin. Be on your guard. If your brother sins, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. And if he wrongs you 7 times in one day, and returns to you 7 times, saying, 'I am sorry,' you should forgive him." And the apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." The Lord replied, "If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you would say to this mulberry tree, 'Be uprooted and planted in the sea,' and it would obey you." The commentaries. St. Bede. This is spoken according to the custom of the province of Palestine. For among the ancient Jews, the punishment of those who were guilty of the greater crimes was that they should be sunk into the deep with a stone tied to them. And in truth, it were better for a guilty man to finish his bodily life by a punishment however barbarous, yet temporal, than for his innocent brother to deserve the eternal fire death of his soul. Now he who can be offended is rightly called a little one. For he who is great, whatsoever he is witness of, and how great soever his sufferings, swerves not from the faith. As far then as we can without sin, we ought to avoid giving offense to our neighbors. But if an offense is taken at the truth, it is better to let the offense be, than that truth should be abandoned. St. Ambrose. That there might neither be hard-wrung pardon, nor a too easy forgiveness, neither a harsh upbraiding to dishearten, nor an overlooking of faults to invite to sin. Therefore it is said in another place, "Tell him his fault between him and you alone, for better is a friendly correction than a quarrelsome accusation. The one strikes shame into a man, the other moves his indignation. He who is admonished will more likely be saved, because he fears to be destroyed. For it is well that he who is corrected should believe you to be rather his friend than his enemy. For we have readily give ear to counsel than yield to injury. Fear us a weak preserver of consistency, but shame is an excellent master of duty. For he who fears is restrained, not amended. But he has well said, if he trespass against you. For it is not the same thing to shun against God and to sin against man. St. Bede. Our Lord here compares perfect faith to a grain of mustard seed, because it is lowly in appearance, but fervid in heart. But mystically by the mulberry tree, whose fruit and branches are red with a blood-red color, is represented the gospel of the cross, which, through the faith of the apostles, being uprooted by the word of preaching from the Jewish nation, in which it was kept as it were in the lineal stock, was removed and planted in the sea of the Gentiles.